Ba 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 ba. This is the coordination tournament. Each of the 15 contestants that we have today are in this tournament because they are coordinated in some way, whether that means they're physically gifted or whether they've just got keen fashion sense. They're here for a reason. Each of our three competitors today has picked 5 famous people to be on their team. But before we get to the famous people, let's get to the contestants who are not famous. I don't know.
Hi, I'm Eric McEwen, and I do things like this. I do podcasts and improv and comic strips, and most recently, during the quarantine, I've been making hundreds of karaoke videos for YouTube. They are videos with the tracks taken out, so anybody can sing with them. I'm making videos for the use of others and the joy of the universe.
Hi, I'm Lauren. I have both arms and legs fully functional.
Ragger.
Maybe.
Well, I'm Sean. Um, I'm nice.
Ooh, I like that.
Oh, I think more people should have that in their bios. Nice, kind, good with children and animals.
I like.
I'm just assuming that you're good with children and animals.
Yeah. Usually, I'm pretty good with kids and dogs and cats and other assorted beasts.
Except for red pandas, they can go fuck themselves.
Oh yeah, no, fuck red pandas. Fuck red pandas.
They think they can get by just because they're cute. We're going to just jump into the coordinated tournament. We're going to start with the first two, and that's Michael Jackson versus Grace Kelly. Michael Jackson was known as the king of pop. He is the most awarded music artist in history and was one of the most talented dancers of the late 20th century. Grace Kelly was a fashion icon and actress who starred in such movies as Rear Window, Dial M for Murder, and To Catch a Thief. She retired from acting at age 26 to marry Prince Rainier of Monaco, thereby becoming Princess Grace. Which one of these two do you think has a huge angry streak?
Well, generally, Michael Jackson, aside from the whole accused child molester thing,
Are we just going to sweep that aside? Is that what
I
we're
don't
doing?
think we can, but I think I'll just go to the troubled childhood because we know that existed. Anybody who's seen a picture of Joe Jackson knows that he could probably, not be fun to be an infant around. I have a feeling that due to that, probably a lot of what we didn't see, it was the public Michael Jackson, which was, like, that Peter Pan, behind closed doors, when he didn't have out his marbled penis. He probably had some angry streaks. What's her name? The Presley lady. She didn't stay with him for very long. I'm guessing it was the angry streak, right? That would be it. That would be why, right? That's the only reason that she could leave Michael Jackson, right?
I'm going to circle back to marbled penis for a second
Yeah.
and say that if those exist, I would like to order one.
Okay.
Okay. Well, Grace Kelly, just an idol and just Hollywood elite and at the top of her game. Fans by we'll say millions. Right back then, like you didn't have many more options than Grace Kelly, and she was the tippy top. And then she becomes a fucking piece of royalty trash. Like, wouldn't you be angry too? Like, socially aware Grace Kelly doesn't believe she put up with that bullshit, and she's pissed about it.
I know that if I were swept off my feet by a handsome royal and
His money?
carted off to a life of luxury, I'd probably be real mad about it. Okay, so you've both presented very compelling arguments. I'm going to say that probably, based on the arguments you have presented to me, the one with the angry streak would probably Michael Jackson. For the singular reason that he had the marbled penis and nowhere to go with it.
Let me tell you about the Prince of Monaco's penis for a while.
All right, so Michael Jackson advances. Next round, Gene Kelly versus Martha Graham. Gene Kelly was an actor, dancer, singer, filmmaker. You might have seen him in An American in Paris or Singing in the Rain. Martha Graham was a dance legend who danced and taught for over 70 years. Her style reshaped American dance, bringing it into the 20th century, and is still taught worldwide. Tell me, which one of these two would do something unexpectedly sexy without even knowing it?
So Gene Kelly, just sculpted, like, he had a good figure. It was Gene Kelly, taut ass, taut abs, and everywhere was pretty taut. I think he could wear a couple of sailor uniforms and be just fine. Where was I going with this? What was the question? I got caught up in his looks.
I know. I was there with you on that journey. I'm like, I don't know. I just want to think about Gene Kelly for a while. Who would do something unexpectedly sexy and be completely unaware that he had done it or she?
Oh, yeah, sure. No, he danced with the cartoon mouse. So, like, what's sexier than that? A cartoon cat? I don't think so. MC Scat Cat, get out of here. It's Jerry Mouse from Tom and Jerry that really gets everyone's juices flowing. And he doesn't even know that he created a sex explosion of furries. That's where it came from, actually, is that sexploitation of Jerry Mouse.
So Gene Kelly is single-handedly responsible for furry culture.
Yes, absolutely.
Amazing.
Name an earlier date where a man danced with a creature of cartoon form.
I cannot, sir. I cannot.
I don't think there's any way to say that she wouldn't be sexy. She literally basically invented dancing, which is the sexiest of all sexy things. I don't know about you guys, but that's how babies are made. You just dance on each other until something happens. So being the creator of dance, it's the sexiest thing you could do. She also danced until she was like 93 when she died. So that's pretty sexy to me.
I've been doing dancing very wrong for a long time. Well, I mean, there's nothing sexier than dancing, and apparently Martha Graham invented dancing, and therefore Martha Graham invented sexy. Gene Kelly invented sex with a mouse.
Or just any woodland creature. Any woodland creature. Come on.
Rough round for Eric. I'm afraid going to have to advance Martha Graham for that one.
Damn it.
Next round, Sean, you got the jackpot this time. In every tournament, one person gets a bye round. Your team gets the bye. Milli Vanilli automatically goes to the second round. A music duo in the late 80s and early 90s, Milli Vanilli thrilled audiences with their signature style until the scandal of the century revealed that they didn't actually sing their hit songs, Blame It on the Rain, Girl You Know It's True. No, those were completed by studio artists, and Milli Vanilli was doing lip sync during their concerts and appearances. Congratulations. Oh, do you have a reaction to that? I completely expected Milli Vanilli to win the entire time. This is me, Sean Franklin. Milli Vanilli got success. They moved to the second round. They had to do no work of their own. So, seems about right. Babe Ruth versus John McEnroe. Established so many baseball career records that he was one of the first 5 inaugural members of the Baseball Hall of Fame. John McEnroe is one of the greatest professional tennis players of all time. He attained the #1 world ranking in both singles and doubles, finishing his career with 77 singles and 78 doubles titles, which remains the highest men's combined total of the Open era. Which one of these two, Babe Ruth or John McEnroe, which one probably secretly slept with your sister?
There's a magnetism, the shape of the man, I guess. Just to have that much power in a frame not expected in our corked bat age, in our steroid injected times. And so he had a swagger, he had a swing, and he had a nickname that no one would snicker at when they called him that. It wouldn't be like, "What is Pants Charlie?" It was the Bambino. So obviously, just yeah, of course my sister's going to go for the Bambino.
And I have to be honest, if Babe Ruth came up to me right now and asked to sleep with me, how could I refuse that?
Right. Partially because he's a ghost and you don't want to be haunted for the rest of your life. If you refuse a ghost, chances are they're going to haunt you.
I'm going to go on record and say I would totally bang Ghost Babe Ruth.
That's a field of dreams we can all appreciate.
The John McEnroe, the man who has won not just 77 singles titles, but 78 doubles titles, which means he knows how to play as a team member and by himself. He knows how to get people worked up and sweaty, and he knows how to handle soft, fuzzy balls appropriately. You're telling me you're not going to jump on that as well as your sister? Also, I don't know about you, but my sister has a trucker thing and he has a potty mouth like a trucker. So obviously she's going to jump on that tennis stick as if it was her job. And with a name like John, as we all know, people named John have great taste and do great things. So obviously he's going to be your top tier. Also, he's not dead in a ghost. So you get real tennis stick there.
I mean, you got it part way right. I mean, all of the stuff you said about John folk seems accurate to my ears. By the way, if your sister does have a trucker thing, I'm going to need her number later on because I've got a real nice ball cap, and I've been meaning for somebody to break her my 1-9, if you know what I mean. However,
Yes,
I
Robert,
have to. I think the more compelling argument this time comes from Eric. Babe Ruth advances to the next round. Ba 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 ba.